Hey guys, Daz Hartley here. So now that we've decided which affiliate offer we're going to move for phase two, we've created a congruent landing page that we want to send the traffic to for phase two. Now we need to go through buying a solo ad. So what is a solo ad? A solo ad is a means of buying traffic from people who have built huge lists that are optimized and niche related to whatever niche that you're actually working in. So if you're working in the biz off, work at home, internet marketing, that's the person you would buy the solo ad from. Now these people have used a lot of the same techniques that I've shown you in this course to build their lists, and now they literally sell a click. So when you buy a solo ad, for example, if you buy 100 clicks, that means they're going to email to their list until they have sent you 100 clicks from the email. That click is basically the traffic that lands on your landing page. So if your landing page is done correctly and converts well, you really should be looking at over 40% on a conversion rate, meaning the people that actually put their email in and click submit to go see what the offer is. So it's a double whammy. What you're doing is you're actually sending the traffic to the custom landing page that you built, which is congruent with the offer. When they add their information in there, you are then getting the lead to your list and at the same time sending them the offer that you're promoting. So it actually ends up that you're really getting the traffic. If done correctly, you're actually making money while building your list. It's a very, very, very fast turbo speed way to put a lot of subscribers on your list in 24 to 48 hours. That's why we wait to go into phase two before we do this. And this is a big part of phase two. We're trying to get you up and running in phase one, get everything in process so it's all automated. And then we move on to phase two, which is giving Bankly a boost. Now you can do this as much as you want, as often as you want, to increase your list hugely. More times than often, you're going to make money on the solo ads, so really the traffic cost you nothing and you actually profited from it. So where do you go to purchase a solo ad? Well, there's several groups on Facebook that have very reputable sellers in there, because you need to understand something about solo ads. You need to be very, very careful when you're buying them, because there's also a lot of scammers out there. So I'm going to take you through a few steps to make sure and trying to eliminate that happening to you. And there's a ways and means to do it. What do you look for when you purchase a solo ad? Well, you look for testimonials, you look for track records, you look for other people saying they've had the traffic and they like it. And these are some of the groups I'm going to send you to, so you kind of get a feeling for who's a good supplier and who's not a good supplier. What to say when purchasing a solo ad. I'm going to show you exactly what to put on the message you send to the people when you want to buy a solo ad, and what to type, what to say, etc., etc. And how much should you pay when purchasing a solo ad? Well, this varies really. It could be depending on the quantity of clicks, but realistically, you're anywhere from, on a small order, 40 cents a click to 45 cents a click. On larger orders, you can be anywhere from 30 to 35 cents a click. I would stay away from 25 cents a click. That means it's absolutely no good traffic, and that's not what you want. So that being said, I'm going to take you over right now to my desktop, and I'm going to take you through the process. Okay, so here I'm on my desktop, and we're going to go ahead and show you here what we're going to do. So we go to Facebook, and the best group to go to is Solo Ads Testimonials. Now, even if you type in solo ads here in the top, there's all kinds of solo ad sales testimonies. There's another one here. They got this, they got this, they got this. There's all kinds of them. But Solo Ad Testimonials, has a ton of members. You just go ahead and request to join. There's a whole bunch of us. Well, there's 40,000 people in here. So this is the guy that's kind of running the group. Or he's got a little ad for his Solo Ads X. And there's guides you can buy, and there's all kinds of stuff you can buy. But the best thing I find is to go down and look at people that are buying solos. So you can see that this guy here, 12 hours ago, posted, so these are fresh, right? And you can say sales, yes. So he's saying he's got sales, he got 85% tier 1 traffic, opt-in rate 34.7. You can probably get better with the landing pages I'm teaching you. And then he ordered 12,000 clicks. That's how much traffic this guy bought from him. Okay, so imagine 12,000 clicks. And that's insane subscribers on your list right away. Granted, you have to pay some money for that. But if you're sending them to a good offer and they're making the conversions and you're making, sales, then it all evens out. So I would come here. I would say right now, Jazeep, he's good. Actually, I know Jazeep. He's pretty good. I'm not saying he's the only one, but you can start going down now. 300 clicks ordered, clicks received 335. Good experience, high OD. Don't mention anything about sales, just over delivery. Then we're down here. This guy, opt-in rate 2%. What is that? Leads are good. Hope see most of it. I think this was a typo maybe on the person putting the review. You might want to contact him. But anyway, 2 front-end sales, okay? Not really good from 1,100, but I don't know how much the sales are. Okay, here you go. This is this guy. So here, this is more like it. 220, 200 clicks ordered, 220, 44.5% opt-in rate. He did 100% T1, and the sales were 9. My best run so far, highly recommended. So this would be on my radar, okay? So here you can see, you're only going to get on here if you're decent, okay? This guy, Tim PH, let's see. 2 sales, that's not bad from 100 click. Because you're thinking if he's paying, 40 cents a click, let's say $40, he got 2 sales, he almost broke even and probably got subs. So not great, but not bad. You can see here, 51% opt-in. Okay. I think you get the gist on where I'm going. Okay, so now we've gone through the testimonials and we've selected which person it is or which people it is that we feel that we want to work with and give a try. The first thing you're going to do is really test their traffic. You never go in feet first and go crazy with the amount of clicks that you order from one solo vendor. You always want to test their traffic because everybody's traffic is different. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a notepad and give you an example of how a conversation would go. So for example, you would go to the person and you would send them a message looking like this. Hey, I saw your testimonials and would like to purchase a test run of your traffic. They're going to come back probably and say, sure, how many clicks or something like that. Okay? You're going to come back and put 100 clicks, put minimum 85, minimum 80%, T1. Now T1 traffic means United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and United Kingdom. These are the best 5 countries, the most responsive as well. So you always want to go with minimum 80% T1. You don't want too much worldwide. Some people will even do 90%. So push for as much as you can get. You could even try, 85%, 90%. Just test the waters. And you're going to say 100 clicks, minimum 80%. Again, push it. T1, always that many T1. And when can you start? And how much? Right, like that. They're going to come back and they're going to tell you what their schedule is. And Then you're going to say, or they're going to say, let's just say they come back at 0.45 cents. Then you're going to come back and say, maybe they come back at, who knows, maybe they come back at 40 cents. Maybe they come back at 35. But whatever they come back at, always make sure you negotiate or try and come back and negotiate because you're testing. So put, can you give me a better price for the test? If the traffic is good, I will be back for more. Okay? So I'm giving you a gist of what you're going to be going back and forth with them for. More than likely, they're going to come back and give you a discount. If they were starting at 40 cents, they could be 35 cents, or they could be 30 cents, or they could be 37, but it's going to save you something. You always want to ask. You always ask on everything in business. If you didn't, you're a fool. So I'm telling you that. So now you've done that. They'll come back and like maybe they say, sure, and 40 cents or something like that. CPC, cost per click. Then you say, how long will it take to complete? Okay, they're going to come back. They're going to tell you probably 24 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever. You do not want somebody that's going to take 7 days to deliver 100 clicks. And if the traffic comes too fast, sometimes it could be bot traffic, which is fake. And I'm going to show you another little trick when you create your link to figure that out. Okay, so that being said, they're going to come back, probably say within 24 hours. That's fine for 100 clicks. But when you're buying 500 clicks and 1,000 clicks, you want to be telling them, like 48 hours to finish 500. 48 to 72 hours is acceptable, I feel, if it's real traffic. But if they come back and tell you it's going to take 14 days, then run away. Some people can do 500 in a day and a half. Some can do it in a day, which is great. But normally I find 500 clicks normally takes about 72 hours with over delivery. And that brings me to another good question there that I just brought up in the conversation. You also want to ask them, how's the OD? How long will it take to complete? And what's the OD? Okay, the OD is over delivery. If you buy normally 100 clicks, they're going to give you 10 to 20% OD. If you buy 300, the same again, 10 to 20%. So you'll get 30 to 60 extra clicks just for filtering stages and differences between two tracking systems. That's why. So they'll tell you. Once that comes back, they give you the date. You say, great, I'm ready to rock and roll. We will then move on to the next step.